do this? Help me, I'm falling!
They call her witch. They say she has stolen all the love and affection their parents give them. We must kill her, Mide said. Let's bury her alive, Bolanle added. They hated her so much they would do anything to get rid of her. But what they didn't know was this child is no ordinary one. Their decision will shake the kingdom. Let's go back to how it all began. But before I start, please subscribe, like and comment. This keeps me encouraged. Also, do let me know where you are watching from. I would like to know which part of the world my amazing friends are watching from. Enjoy the story. The sun was very hot in the village of Iliayo. It was so hot that the red dirt on the ground cracked. In one small house lived Mr. Dayo and his wife Omotola. They had 3 daughters and Mr. Dayo has been looking for a male child. One day, Omotola went to the river. She knelt down crying and begging the river to grant her his son. The river goddess appeared to her. She told her she would give birth to a special child who would change her family forever. 9 months later, she gave birth to a girl named Simi. Simi was a miracle. When she was born, she was not like any other child. She had very long hair that wrapped around her tiny body. When she smiled, her hair glows, and when she cries, it becomes dark. As she grew up, her hair grew and grew. It did not stay short like the other girls. It flowed behind her like a long black river. When Simi walked to the market, the old men and women would stop and look. Look at her hair, they would say. The Orishas have blessed her. But inside her own home, Simi was not a miracle. She was a target. Simi had 3 big sisters, Taye, Bolanle and Mide. They were not ugly girls, but their hearts were made of dry wood, just waiting for a spark of envy to set them on fire. They hated Simi so much. One morning, the sisters walked to the river to get water. Simi walked with them. She carried a heavy pot on her head, but she walked like a queen. Her long hair was wrapped in a beautiful cloth. Look at her, Taye whispered to the others. She thinks she is so special. She doesn't even scrub the floors like we do. Mother is too afraid Simi would trip on that long hair. It is not fair, Bolane said. Her eyes were very angry. All the boys in the village bring gifts for her. I am the oldest. They should be bringing gifts for me. Mide, the youngest of the 3, was the meanest. Mother and father love her more. They give her the biggest piece of meat in the soup. They give her the best place to sleep. She is stealing our lives. We have to make her go away. Simi felt the bad feelings in the house. She tried to be very, very kind. She did her sisters' work. She gave them her pretty beads. But the more she was kind, the more they hated her. One afternoon, the sun was so hot that even the lizards went to sleep under the rocks. Simi's father was at the farm, her mother was at the market. The 3 sisters went to find Simi. Simi, Taye said, her voice sounded sweet like sugar, but it was a lie. We went into the bush yesterday. We found a secret place with big red flowers. We thought you could put them in your hair to look pretty for mother. Simi's eyes got very big. She loved flowers. Really? You found flowers for me? Yes, Mide said, holding a basket. But we must go now before the sun goes down and the forest gets dark. Simi followed. They walked away from the village. They walked past the goats. They walked past the houses. Soon the forest became very thick. The trees were tall and the leaves were everywhere. The air smelled like wet dirt. Simi felt a little bit scared. It is very far, Simi whispered. She held her long hair tight so it would not catch on the thorns. Just a little more, Bolanle laughed, but her laugh sounded like a mean bark. They came to a place with green and yellow grass. In the middle of the grass was a big hole. It was a very deep hole. The sisters had spent 3 days digging it in secret. They had worked hard because they hated Simi so much. The hole was dark and cold. Where are the flowers? Simi asked. She leaned over to look. The 3 sisters stopped walking. They turned around. Their faces were not sweet anymore. Their eyes were red with anger. There are no flowers, Taye yelled. She reached out and grabbed Simi's long, beautiful hair. Simi screamed.
That's enough.
You think you are a queen? Mide shouted. She pushed Simi's shoulder. Let's see how pretty you are when you are stuck in the dirt. Please, Simi cried. Tears were falling down her face. Sisters, why are you doing this? I haven't done anything wrong. You think so? You are stealing our lives, Bolanle said. All three sisters put their hands on Simi. They gave a very big, hard push. Simi screamed as she fell into the dark. She hit the bottom with a loud sound. It hurt very much. She looked up and saw her sisters. They were grabbing big branches and bushes